I just started recording and my makeup is already sweating off. Hello there, and welcome to a video where I'm going to be trying out some stuff from SHEGLAM. I'm not really that big on ordering from SHEIN, but from time to time I just feel like I have a lot of trouble looking for different pieces and my sizes, and sometimes I just like the stuff I see there, so I order some, and it's been quite a success so far. But I also heard a lot of people talk about SHEGLAM, which is like their makeup brand. I didn't really want to go like full in and order full face, so I have like 5 products and a tool I want to show you that I got from them and I've been using for quite a while, and I thought I might want to share my thoughts on these because it's very affordable. You know, SHEIN in general is very affordable, and their makeup has been featured on many different Instagram accounts and in YouTube videos and stuff, and many like famous-ish people have like some kind of collaborations with them and stuff, so it's probably more legit than you would think, so here we are, we're gonna try it out. Now, first thing I want to talk about are these two. This is their contour, does it have a name? Soft Tan Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour, and this is the Color Bloom Liquid Blush. They are pretty ridiculously huge if you ask me, but the packaging is actually quite interesting. It is a bit too chunky for my liking, but you twist off the top and then you have like this spongy applicator. I don't think I've really seen that on anything. And this is the contour in the shade Soft Tan. By the way, if you tip these, they will spill. And they did. All over my pants. This is a contour shade. Very great contour shade. I believe this is like the lightest one they actually have. And you can see that it's just like borderline gray. Now, here's the thing, okay, this is pretty pigmented and also pretty liquidy. When I use this on foundations that are more glowy and dewy, then it does separate my foundation a little bit. When it comes to the blending, I find that it blends quite easily, but it does like spread out a lot. So you have to be careful with it. What I really like is the tone. Like, the tone of this is awesome. This is really like a perfect contour shade. But I do have a bit of like trouble making it sit where I want it to sit. I just don't contour that often, you know, so it's really not something I would look for super often. I try to like bring it a bit lower, like here, like people do it these days. I don't know, it's kind of like this skull contour thing. Yeah, it's not bad. It definitely does work as a contour. The formula, I don't know, I don't really love it, but I do love the tone because I feel like this is exactly the contour for like very pale people if you don't enjoy contour sticks. And now for the blush, I do have the shade Hush Hush, which is like a true peachy pink, but I think I saw a lot of people use it and I really liked it. So I'm going to apply this a little bit higher up. And this one almost feel like it has a drier formula. It's definitely not as liquidy as the contour, but it also blends pretty well. Honestly, maybe even too subtle. Like, now I can see it fine, but like it could really use a little bit of work and maybe be a little bit more pigmented. Because if you layer it, it starts taking off the foundation underneath. Oh my god, it looks so muddy. The contour placement was just not it. Yeah, I'm gonna add a bit more here as well, and I don't know, this is just not my formula. It just looks dirty. I look so bad. I think this is how I would leave it before powdering. So this is what it looks like applied to my face. That's been prepped. It has a skin tint on it. It's looking okay. This is how we're looking. The contour, sorry about the placement. This is just so muddy and bad. How did I even do that? I don't know. Contouring is just not my thing anymore. But this is the contour and the blush on the face before I powder. So now I'm gonna go powder my face because I'm literally gonna sweat this off in a minute, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. All right, now we're all powdered down. As you can see, the blush is like a lot toned down. The contour is still very much there because it's like a very unnatural shade on the skin, so you can really see that gray peeking through all the time. Final remarks for these. The formula is a bit different on both of these, and I'm not sure I really love it. contour seems a bit more liquidy, but the tone is very good. I wanted to show you, if you're really pale, looking for a good tone to contour with, this is great. I'm just not that big into contour, so it's really not for me at the moment, but I do think that this is quite a nice product if you don't mind the runnier formula, and also quite the chunky applicator. I feel like this could have been a lot smaller considering like what you're doing with it. Now with the blush, I don't mind the applicator that much. I do like the shade. I do like the more matte formula because I find it easier to manipulate, but the blush just fades so much once you powder it that I don't even feel like it's so worth it, you know, putting it on even. So I don't love it all that much. And also it does disrupt my foundation quite a lot. So I don't know, I really thought these were going to be a bit better, you know, because a lot of people use them, but I just don't find them that suited for me personally. I prefer different formulas, just this is not all that great. Second product we have is a brow gel. I really wanted to see if they have like a good, clear, you know, a hard hold brow gel, and I've tried it a couple times, but quite frankly, I haven't been super impressed. I'm gonna use it just on its own and see what it does to my brows. The thing with this is that the gel is very runny and the brush is very spiky, so you're almost like scratching your eyebrows. And it's really wet, so it's kind of taking off foundations from your brows, and it looks like dandruff a little bit. That's not a good look. I'm gonna try and dry it out and see what's gonna happen. It's a little bit wet. I'm gonna try and go in with a second layer. You can definitely feel the hold in the brows, but they're still very wet. So I'm going to continue with the eyes and then we'll, you know, check back in and see how it's going. So I'm going to prime my eyelids real fast. Okay, and first thing I want to talk about here is a tool. This is your eyeliner brush, which is not only very slim, but it also has like a little curve to it. Can you see it? It is like a little bit dipped, which makes it so easy to apply eyeliner with. It's insane because, you know, since it's a little bit like curved, you can really like copy your eyelid perfectly, and because it's this like flicked shape, you can really do the flick with it. So it's really easy to make a liner with this. I use it with pencils, I use it with eyeshadow sticks, powders, creams, gels, any liner thing you can imagine. This works incredibly. This is like easily my favorite liner brush, and I'm gonna be using it today to create like a nice smoky wing, I think. So let's get to it. You saw that was like the easiest smoky wing ever. So this would be like a, you know, kind of a sloppy makeup look for me, very simple. Yeah, I like to smoke it out a bit more with something like this, just to give it a little bit more dimension. And now I'm gonna use this. This is the SHEGLAM, it just says Peacock. It's basically like a glitter pot. And the glitter looks like this. It's very pretty. It is like greeny, yellowy, bluey, purple. It's awesome. And I also find that it lasts a very long time and it looks very beautiful, and it does dry down completely, so you don't have to worry about it falling off your face, which is very rare with glitters, you know. Alright, so I'll take this flat brush and just try to pick some up. It is like a paste consistency, so it's not the easiest to pick up. It's actually done a bit easier with a flat brush, small one, but I just wanted to show you like a little bit of it. Alright, there we go. Yeah, if you pick up too much, you're gonna have like chunks and they're a bit harder to spread out. Yeah, this isn't really a look, this is just a demonstration, I guess. So, as you can see, I tried my best, but that was not my point. My point was that it's actually really beautiful. So if I take a little bit and I swatch it on the back of my hand, you can really see that it's a nice glitter. The problem with it is that it's kind of hard to apply evenly, see? And like in the shadow, it kind of looks muddy and gray, but then the light hits it and it's so beautiful and like chameleon-like. I really like it. The problem is that if you apply it like I did today, it's just gonna look a bit like shit, you know, because the light is not hitting it like in all of its force and glory, so it's just not gonna be great. But amazing thing about it is, again, it doesn't fall off, it stays really well on, and I think they have some other ones, like different styles and colors. So I was actually considering getting more of these because they're really, really good. And if you have like a full-on smoky eye, like a really big look, and you just tap it on a little bit so that the grayness, you know, of those unlit glitters cannot be really seen that much, it looks awesome. Just a very well-made glitter, I would say. Okay, I look so bad. It's undescribable, really. Yeah. I just wanted to tell you about these products and I'm looking like a moron. Oh my god. I'm sorry, it's just unfixable, okay? You know, the liner brush is incredible and the glitter is actually incredible too. It's just better for sparse application and not whatever the hell I did today here. So don't even worry about that. The last product I have here is actually a lip product. It's the Glaze Daze lip gloss in the shade Mocha Cake. I love dark lip glosses. When I saw one this affordable, I really wanted to get it. It is like a very nice neutral dark brown. But there are a couple things to it that I would like to mention. First of all, it's incredibly liquidy. It's like if you took a lip gloss and diluted it with water or something, it isn't the best formula. It's very messy. This is probably the first time I ever applied it where it wasn't like everywhere around my mouth. I find it very hard to apply. And the color, honestly, it looks a lot more intense in the tube. And also if you take it out, like this looks way darker than what it actually then looks on the lips. So it does genuinely feel like a diluted pigment and a good gloss in general that's just been really watered down. And the shade is okay, but I wanted the shade that looks like this. I didn't want a shade that looks like this because I have a ton of these. So really it was a bit of a disappointment. I should have expected that they're not going to be, you know, that true to color in terms of pigment, but I'm still a bit disappointed. Because I really wanted a dark gloss and this is just not giving me what I wanted, you know? Plus the formula, messy, runny, it's just not a very good gloss, I'm sorry. I really thought it's gonna be a lot better. And yeah, that is everything that I have from SHEGLAM at the moment. So if we recap, like the thing that I truly use and use repeatedly are the eye products. So the liner brush and the glitter. Those are truly like the heroes of all of this. The liner brush is exquisite, super beginner friendly, really affordable. It's just great. And the SHEGLAM glitter, this is like a surprisingly great glitter formula. I'm not sure how much is it gonna dry out. I've had it for a couple months, I think. And you can see a little bit of a change in the texture. It's a bit harder to manipulate, but still very possible and still doesn't fall off when you put it on, which is just the best part about it. This is honestly better formulated than many different formulas that, you know, claim to have this kind of almost like some kind of glue or gel in the glitter to make it stick better. I think this is probably one of the best formulas I've ever seen it in. The NYX one is also very good, but it falls off a bit more than this one. So honestly, SHEGLAM just kind of won this round. I just wish they had more colors because I really like this glitter. And I also wish I applied it better because now I look like an idiot. Yeah, other stuff, the brow gel, I'm not impressed. Like, I can feel the hold in my brows, but they're pretty sticky and I can manipulate them pretty well still. It's just not that great. I have many better ones and I don't really like the brush because it's really spiky. The cheek products, I think I said enough about those. Not for me, I think. And the gloss was pretty much a disappointment. It's not unwearable. Like, it's still doable. Okay, this looks fine. But do I have many different glosses that look almost the same, but I like them a lot better? Yeah. So overall, the products I thought are gonna betray me the most were my favorite. So everyone go get the glitter and the rest is kind of like, what's the point? You know, you're just kind of blindly ordering stuff off of a website where you don't really know what you're gonna get. I don't know. I just still prefer makeup shopping in person or at least with products that I know are very reliable. Here, I don't feel like they're super reliable. And from what I saw, a lot of it just wasn't the way I thought it was gonna be. So probably I'm not gonna try to order any more beauty products from SHEIN because I just don't think it's all that worth it. You know, I can just get my makeup elsewhere. So thank you very much for watching, consider subscribing, and if you want to see more videos where I talk about makeup, you can check out the playlist. See ya!